G'day everyone, welcome back. We're currently waiting for Boof. I did think we had a bit, well, my lawn was wet this morning, but the tractor isn't. So I guess there's a chance we'll get going a bit earlier than what we did yesterday. Again, yesterday surprised the hell out of me that we were able to get going then. I thought the boys would have finished the back piece. They didn't, so they've got, that would only be about 5 hectares. So it must have got quite cold and chewy, or it was quite slow going through all those rocks and they pulled up. But they'll finish that and they'll be in here today. And I think we've got just under 900 hectares to go. I think it's about 880 hectares, something like that. And harvest is done. All right, we're down at Henry's header. And look at that, there's no oil anywhere. So, it's worked, which is good. Isn't that right, Money? Hey? Hey?
I'm presuming like they have to take that whole, pretty much all of that out.
Everything. All of that. And you see how it's bolted in up there? Yeah. All that came out. Yeah. A lot of work. Glad it wasn't us. So we've done all the servicing, everything's now ready to roll. What we're going to do is we're just moving everything out of here because, as you guys saw on the map there, well, I'll show you where we are if it'll pop up. So we are currently here servicing all the gear. The boys have got this tiny little bit to go, and then it's this piece, and that's where the fill bins are. So we're moving everything up to the top there. George is driving Fleetwood because he hasn't driven it solo yet, so he's getting a bit of time in there. We'll then come down and move these headers over to where they're going to start and do a sample. We did have a light misty shower come through while we were servicing all the gear, so there's a possibility that, you know, there's no chance of harvest for a little while. But yeah, I was surprised yesterday, so you never know. We do also have these clouds that keep looming, so with that, yeah, it could be a no-show, a no-go. We'll just see how we go. Boof will be coming back soon. That load went ASW 9, so he's in with all the other trucks, so it might take him a little while. Then I think what we'll do is we'll send him, I've got 2 more loads, so I think we might send him to town on the next one, and then that just means he drags his feet, and yeah, that's what Brian wanted him to do, so that's what we'll do. Other than that, sort of just waiting. It is the 28th for us, a Friday. Now, exciting news is on Sunday, the demo chaser bin gets here. So, yeah, that will be very, very exciting to have on farm and give that a go out in the paddock. His machine was saying 14.7, so we will see. Not that you guys will be able to see when I had turned the camera around there, but we did have another tiny shower as we drove through just before, so yeah, we'll see what it's at. I got a feeling it might be a little bit higher than that, and I guess we'll just see what happens with all these showers throughout the day. Hopefully we can get going and we'll just bag it, but we'll just see what happens.
36.
36, wow. It's deliverable, get going.
Sweet.
It's almost deliverable. Oh, hey! Actually, we're gonna need to look at what's happened here. Was this you, Isaac, yesterday? Look at that. Is that you?
No, never.
Why would you keep filling it?
No, that actually wasn't me.
That's on the job list today, is to empty that out. Anyway, 13.6, so boys will get rolling. Boys are gonna get rolling. We'll just see what happens with this weather. The clouds are looking a bit dodgy. We keep getting a few showers come through, so we'll just see what happens. And you might have seen on that on the header there, George has got the Union Jack up there now. So that is back up in its rightful place. He took down the Kiwi flag today and put that up. So for the last 5 days of harvest, maybe, it'll have the correct flag on the back for him. Can't win. I think, like I said to the boys, I might just get them just to do that little bit there. Surely this rain won't affect. Oh man, it's starting to settle in too. Look at this.
As soon as I get going, come on.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking, oh, you might be able to get that little piece done, but if this stuff stays like this, then you won't. Boys are just there. Oh, what a, how annoying. Good old harvest. And we've pulled up. I'm not sure if you can see the window, how wet that is, but yeah, the moisture obviously would not increase too much in that time and from that little bit of rain, but what it does do is it makes it very chewy for the headers to harvest, and then it processing it, going through, your losses go through the roof just because everything's wet and damp and it just can't process it all, and yeah, you end up with a mat behind the header basically of stubble. So yeah, unfortunately, that's it. We might try again a bit later if this drizzle stops. What we will do is we'll go and get the telehandler, which is up the top there, and we will empty that grain bin. So that's back to zero. Well, while we wait for the moisture to drop, we've come down here to continue on the wall. Apart from George being worried that we're going to rip his shirt.
It's good. It's good chicken.
He's wearing, you know, he's got a...
I'm just showing them. I've ripped my shirt. They're being mean to me.
One like on this video and I'll rip his shirt. Anyway, so this is the gabion wall. So the sign's over there, and we've already concreted in on the other side. And then this one here, we just got the big rocks in and we're filling it in with all these small ones. Make it look nice and pretty. But we are going to run out of rocks. We filled this trailer right up when we went and got them, but yeah, to the point that we couldn't go anymore because of how heavy the trailer got. So we might need to get some more. We're going to get going. We haven't done a moisture yet, but it is now 11 o'clock. So the straw moisture will be all good. The moisture, I believe, is probably actually going to be lower. I'm going to guess 13.4. It's going to be deliverable. So yeah, we're going to do that. Buff has also just arrived in town, so it's a good timing for us to get started and find out. We're going to get actually just going. Finish off this little piece. I'll run this moisture, and if it's good, then I'll just keep going. But we might as well just get this little piece done and out of the way, so that just so it's out of the way. So yeah, they're gonna get started. Henry will go down and come back up. When he gets back up here, I'll grab a sample. What's your moisture saying?
Yeah, well, what's that, 13.2 just before, about 13.5 to 13.7.
Yeah, okay, so we yeah, we'll be going, whether it's bag or bin, we'll find out.
Yeah, roger. It's not hugely quick at the moment. It's still a bit chewy, but yeah, I reckon we should be right to get going.
Roger. 13.3, so we are able to deliver this stuff straight away. And look at that, a nice empty bin. So Buff is just tipping off in town at the moment. He was, just turning around and coming straight back out anyway. But yeah, 13.3 is good, man. So we can just chuck it in a bin. It's straight deliverable. Don't need to worry about, bagging and then debagging. So I'll just let the boys know, and yeah, they'll be able to just keep on rolling. Now, you would have noticed that our protein is getting a little bit better. Now, we're in some sandy country, and we're also in, I'm not sure why I didn't get it there, but this going forward, so mum's mid and mum's back, I've got a little bit of frost in there, and the frosted country is performing, well, lower, as you'd imagine, but it is also better on the protein. I left the camera behind. It was on the table here, but not much has happened. When things are working well, fingers crossed they stay well, it's not very exciting, which is good. That's how I want to keep it for the rest of harvest. Boys are busy smashing the hectares. I'll show you on the map now on land tracks where they're up to. And we just loaded Buff just then. He just got back from town, so he's going to go to Cascade and then come back. So you can see the boys have done all the slow stuff. So over here was really slow. So now they're in the long runs, which is all over here, which is really good. So I'm just gonna sit here and stand by the two-way, and if they need me, they need me, and if they don't, I'll just sit here. Because at the moment, there's not really anything for us to do. I've knocked Sean off, he's gone to town, because when we got trucks or bagging or things like that, I can get him to do that, but we offer moving bins. But yeah, we've done all that. We don't have bagging to do because the moisture is dry, and only got the one truck, so we're all good. So I'll get back to you when I do something, I suppose. As I'm sitting here waiting for hopefully just the truck, which will be another hour, I've got my laptop with me. Now, we talked about merch a while ago, and you guys all gave me some suggestions. So obviously you guys want hats, stickers. There was, I think, hoodies, work shirts, beanies was a big one. The Yeti coolers, the stubby coolers or water bottles, things like that. But what about bar mats? Because I want to make a bar mat for home, or a couple bar mats for home, and maybe give some away. What about bar mats? I've just made up a quick design. Now I want to know your thoughts. Let me know. But would you want a bar mat like that? Now I can obviously change this. I can. I don't have the photos with me, but I could put the cedar on there maybe, or the boom spray. The headers. Yeah. Let me know. I think a bar mat like if I had a couple different ranges, that. You guys might like it, but is that something that you guys would like? I think that looks pretty cool to me for a bar mat. So yeah, let us know. I've done two more. I've got two more designs for you. Now I'm not at home. I don't have my external hard drives, which have got all the seeding footage and the spraying and all that on, where I can grab photos from there to do like the boom spray or the cedar, things like that. But I've got these two ones. I got one that I really like. So that's obviously the X9. You got Henry there. They're harvesting away. Okay, they're sorted. He's going to make it to the end. So you got Henry harvesting away there. In the background, you've got the bagger with Rex unloading. See if I can just zoom that in for you so you can see a bit better. So there you go. You got the bagger in the background. I think that one looks pretty cool. The one I really like, because it works really well, is this one here. So it's the nighttime footage. This was the thumbnail from that 14 trucks day. So you got the two headers going at night. Now it might be a bit blurry on a bar mat. I'm not too sure, but I do like how the black bleeds into the Tom's Brook logo there. So if you're an alcoholic like me and you like bar mats, let me know, because I think that would actually be a really cool thing to have, but then not everyone has a bar. So anyway, let us know. Do you like the X9 one? Do you like that one, the nighttime shot, or just a good old classic Rexy unloading into the bins, with all the bins full except for the VBs at the end there. Let us know. Oh, my nice peaceful time has been disturbed. Boop's on his way back, so I better go out there and load him, and then I guess I'll come back and... don't know. I'll come back and just chill, I guess. It's... I'm gonna knock on wood. I'm gonna knock on wood. It's nice when things are operating smoothly. I'd much rather have boring videos for you guys than what we've been having. So anyway, grab myself a sparkly water and we'll go out there and get buff loaded. Since that time lapse of Buff, we've loaded Brian, then Buff, and then Brian again. Yeah, boys are having a stellar day. I'll show you what they've done. So they've just got this little bit left here, which is directly out here, and that is about 47 hectares to go. So they won't finish that tonight. It's 20 past 6 at the moment. But they'll have a good hot crack at it. They've got all their storage to fill up. So, well, when I say that, there's one PS, there's an 860 and 100 tonner. You know, they've all got grain in them, but they'll fill them as much as they can. Plus they'll then go into the bag if for whatever reason they fill that. I haven't brought the VBs up because I don't like using them. I don't like moving them because they're a really hard bin. Like and dangerous with the kangaroo jack. And it's just, if I don't have to use it, no, I don't use it. This is one of my main reasons of wanting to upgrade my storage, going to a mother. I'm getting quotes on them Monday. They should come through. So today is Friday. So with that, guys, I'm going to leave the video there. The boys are going to keep on harvesting until they can. We'll see how they go. It is getting quite cold outside, but I'm sure they'll get to their 9 o'clock. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to give us a like, a subscribe, and a share, and I'll catch you in the next one.